Welcome to Mama in the Kitchen, y'all. I'm back again. Will Sanja is like asking a question. Will Sanja cook for you today? And the answer is yes, you guys. I'm about to prepare a quick meal for my family, and I'm gonna share with you guys. It's just some mussels, some green beans, and some rice. But I figured y'all want to see it, so here we go. So what we're gonna start out with first is with the rice, because you normally start cooking the thing that takes the longest to cook. So we're gonna start with the rice, and this is how I cook mine. Let me show y'all. Y'all see the pot? We're gonna go ahead and turn the eye on, and let's see here. Wrong eye. There we go. And we're gonna get that heated up a little bit. And what I like to do, y'all, I like to put my oil in the pan. Have the oil going a little bit. And then I like to add me a little seasoning. I like to put me some salt. Me some pepper, and of course as you go along you can add more to it, of course, to your seasoning, you know, to your taste, what your family likes. You add that, and while that oil is getting hot, you guys, then afterwards you're going to add your rice. I'm rushing y'all, so I may say something that sounds a little crazy, but I'm going to tell y'all what I do. I add turmeric. Can y'all see that? Oh, y'all, hold on. I add turmeric to my rice whenever I want to give it a little color, and it adds a little flavor to that taste, if that made any sense. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and add my rice, and this is jasmine rice, y'all, that I'm adding to the pot. And you know your correct ratio to your rice. Whatever amount that you add in there concerning rice, you want to add double the amount of water. So I eyeball mine. I'm able to see exactly where I want it to go. And what I do, I cook my rice dry a little bit. I'm from the South, you guys, and we used to rinse our rice a lot. We used to rinse our rice a whole lot, and then we would start cooking it, but I don't do that any longer. Now watch this. I'm gonna add a little bit of this turmeric just to change the color a little bit and give it some flavor. And then what I do, I already have me some water that is boiling, and I have a little kettle, and hopefully it don't steam y'all out. But I don't know if you can see that color changing. Y'all see that color changing a little bit there? So I'm gonna cook my rice a little bit over this heat in this olive oil. And you'll know when it starts to cook a little bit, because you have certain parts of the rice getting more whiter than the other. And that's how you know. Once you see that, a lot of that, then you want to add in your water, okay? Your boiling water, okay? So make sure my water is already on boil over there, and then we'll get that started, and then everything else is gonna be a piece of cake. This is like maybe something less than 20-minute meal. I mean, literally less than 20 minutes. And I can see how, let me see if I can y'all see certain parts of that rice where it's kind of, y'all see that, where you have white bits in there where the rice is cooked? And that's what we want. That's what you want. And you could always season your rice after the fact, after it's cooked, but do it to your taste, okay? Do it to your taste. And my water is boiling in that kettle, y'all. And what I'm gonna do now, let me get my little in here so I can get this here. This is what you do. Once that has done its thing, you want to turn your fire down if you're working with a gas stove. And I like to add in just a little bit of water, a little bit at a time. And remember, you're going to add double the amount of water than you would of your rice. So however amount of rice you put in, put double the amount of water, okay? And you'll probably be able to see, probably be able to tell them a little bit more. There we go. Probably be able to tell the color change of the water, because remember I put that turmeric in there, and I don't know if you can see it has that yellowish look to it. And now what you want to do is bring it to a boil, and it's going to already automatically start boiling because the water you added is boiling. So once you see that and it's really rumbling with the boil, you don't have to do anything else to it but what? Turn off the heat and close the lid. And by the time you're done with cooking your whole meal, your rice will be done. Okay, so let's move on over to our mussels. And we're gonna do what? We're gonna turn the eye on. There we go. And what we're gonna do, we are going to add in some olive oil. And this is the type of olive oil I use, y'all. I really love this type of olive oil. Extra virgin. We're gonna add our olive oil into our pan. And it's up to you how much you like the olive oil taste, but I love olive oil. I really like it, and it's good for your body too. That's about maybe 3 tablespoons, maybe 4 at the most. And we're gonna let that go to work. And then I'm going to add some, y'all know I like me some salted butter. Some salted butter. And I'm gonna do about, maybe about, let's see here, maybe 3 tablespoons worth, okay? 3 tablespoons worth. And if you're not sure how many tablespoons that is, then it has markings on your butter where you can, it'll tell you how far you should go down to cut, and you'll get it. And this right here is about 3 tablespoons. We're gonna place that butter right in the center, okay? And once we have that going, I'm gonna go ahead and add, I don't wanna use my other black pepper, so hold on just a second, y'all. Let me get my other cracked black pepper because I like the taste of this. And I'm going to add a little smokiness to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and start seasoning my oil with some black pepper. And I believe I have me some garlic. I need my garlic. Got my black pepper going, y'all. Hold your horses just a second. Let me see if I can get mine with garlic. I think I still have garlic left over. Garlic, garlic, where are you? There you are. Here we go. Okay, got our garlic. Now you don't want to add your garlic in right away because it will burn quickly. This is just regular old garlic. If you have the kind that you have to crush up yourself, you can do that. But if you don't, then don't worry about it, y'all. Now we're going to add some salt. And like I said, it's all to your taste. All to your taste. All to your taste. Stir that up. Now what I'm going to add here is some onions. I'm adding onions in, y'all. Because I like it to be flavorful. Very flavorful. And you can cut up here if you want a half an onion, or if you want to do a whole onion, you can. Because if you want to do it like a gumbo, do it like a gumbo. Put as much as you want in there. The seasonings that you like, okay? And now that I have that going, the onions in, I'm just going to go ahead and add me some garlic. This is like a teaspoon, y'all. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons sugar. We're going to do 3 because you can't go wrong with garlic. And then we're going to stir that for a minute. And once I think that these flavors are really marinating in the oil, then I'm going to add my mussels, okay? I'm not working with fresh mussels. I got some frozen mussels. Normally we do fresh, but we have frozen today. They've already been thawed out properly. I'm going to add a little bit of this smokehouse maple. I don't know if y'all ever tried this, but this stuff is good on everything. I'm just going to add just a little bit because I don't want to take the seafood taste away from the mussels. I just want that little smokiness to it. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do. Oh, that smells good, y'all. Smells really good. So now that I have that going, and remember my rice is still doing this thing by itself. I don't have to do anything else with it. It's going to be good to go once the whole meal is done. By the time my husband gets home from work, guess what? It'll be time to eat. So we have this right here. Now what I'm going to do now is just add my mussels. Here's my mussels, y'all. Add my mussels to that. And I'm just going to stir a little bit. And we're going to be about done. I think I got some portobello mushrooms in there, y'all. Oh, do I have my portobello mushrooms? They're the baby portobellos. Let me see. So that's going to be awesome. And you notice I'm just stirring this over to make sure all the mussels get coated in all of this goodness of the onions, the garlic, and I am going to squeeze some lemon. Gosh, I hope I have some lemon left in there. Y'all, I should have thought about what ingredients I have before I started cooking, but y'all get the gist. Y'all know what ingredients go on mussels and whatnot. Any seafood, you want some lemons or some limes, salt and pepper, garlic, onions. If you got some Old Bay seasoning, you can add that to it, but whatever you have, I know y'all have gone places that you understand how the seasoning should work with you. And I put butter in here and olive oil. So now that I have that done, I'm pretty much finished with this. Y'all, this is it. We good to go. These were frozen. It's not like they got to cook forever and a day. And you don't want to cook them forever and a day, because if you do, you're going to be eating rubber for the night. You don't want to be eating rubber. And what I like to do, I like to just place foil over mine after I've gone through this process. And I'm going to place it on low. Low, y'all. Low to low. And I'm just going to put this foil right on over it. And guess what? We done with it. Can you say quick? This is one of them things when you running late and you trying to do a quick meal. That's what you do. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this pot out the way and bring on the other one, because now we're going to make some green beans. And we're going to go with that. Now, y'all, I use Wolfgang Puck's cookware. And the only thing about their cookware is that the handles get hot. And that's because of how they're designed. But I have had this cookware set for God knows how long. So what we're going to do now is add some olive oil to this, because this is still on low. We're going to add olive oil to this pot. This is a saucepan here. That's about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to season my oil first. Do I have any mushrooms, portobello mushrooms in there? Would you give them to me, please? Thank you. Cracked peppers. And that's going to be it for it, y'all. And I'm going to turn this up because it was on low. So I'm going to turn it up on medium high. And I have my lemon. Check out these. These are the baby portobellos. Baby portobellos. I'm going to add these into the oil. And then we're going to add the green beans last. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me dice up some of these mushrooms, and then we're going to get right to it, because by that time the oil will be piping hot. Actually, let me go ahead and do this. Y'all see I already had me some onions. Put some onions and let this start cooking a little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing with the garlic as well. Now what I'm doing now is just dicing up the portobello mushrooms. I'm not going to dice them up too small, because my kids aren't mushroom happy, okay? They're like, what's that? I don't like it. I shouldn't call them kids, because they yay by adults. Actually, my son is an adult. In other words, they're grown. So what I'm going to do with these mushrooms, I'm just going to rinse them a little bit, okay? Because sometimes when you rinse mushrooms, when you're getting ready to chop them up, they can be kind of slippery for some reason. And I don't like that. I don't want nothing slippery. Y'all, I thought my daughter was telling me I forgot salt. She told me something, she needed salt. But yeah, I don't like to rinse my mushrooms off before I cut. Why? Because they have a slippery texture when that happens. And then, you know, ain't nobody trying to have slippery texture dealing with a knife. Ain't nobody got time for that, y'all. I need all my digits. Y'all, well, y'all don't know in this channel, but I play the piano and sing and play the drums and a whole lot of other stuff. So I would like to keep all of these fingers. Ooh, y'all, sorry about that. I want to keep all of my fingers, you know what I mean? So that's why I cut up my mushrooms first, and then afterwards, then I go ahead and dice it up. I mean, rinse it off. Okay, y'all, so now my oil is hot enough. So now what we're going to do, we're going to call your dad. He's calling me. Call your dad. He's calling me. And let him know I'm doing a video, okay? Tell him dinner will be ready by the time he gets here. Guaranteed. And so now we have the mushrooms. We're going to add the mushrooms to it. Now you may get some kickback like that. That's only because of the water off the mushrooms. So I'm just gonna saute this down a little bit. Saute this down a little bit. And then we're gonna add the green beans. And then every time I add something in, y'all, I try to season over that as well. So right now, so that the mushrooms can soak up more seasoning, I'm gonna add more black pepper to the mushrooms or what have you. And then I'm gonna add some salt, more salt. And I have some Himalayan salt. My daughter has my other salt, but I have Himalayan salt as well. So we're gonna add this to it, okay? Take the lid out, there we go. There we go. Now you only need a little bit of Himalayan salt because it don't play. It is salty, but it does so much for your body. It really does. We're gonna stir it up some more, and I'm gonna put this on high. It was on medium high, so I'm gonna put this on high. And I've already blanched my green beans, as y'all can see. I've already blanched them, so what I'm gonna do is just toss them in here. They're basically already cooked, but I'm gonna have me some flavor on them. This time I'm gonna do the flavor. Okay? I don't know if y'all can see that goodness, but it's stirred in there. So what we're gonna do is just add the green beans. Add the green beans now. And we're gonna, you know what we're gonna do next? We're about to what? Season again with black pepper. Black pepper. Yes, and some what? Himalayan salt. Just a little bit, because I've already added some before. There we go, that's enough. You know what I am going to do? I'm just going to add just a little bit of butter. Butter. Just a little bit. Don't take much. Don't put it on the side so we go ahead and melt down. There we go. And then I'm just going to start moving this around in here. Like I said, the green beans are already done because they have already been blanched, cooked. And what I try to do with you guys is not try to do the whole process, because I know y'all be like, ain't nobody got time to be looking at all this. Just get straight to the point. So I try to get stuff already diced up and prepped, so when I cook, you'll know exactly what you need to do, okay? And if you have frozen green beans, then you can either one, boil them first or put them in a microwave, follow the instructions, and then put them in a bowl, and then do what I just did and then add them, because that'll be the same as if you blanched them. So you're not really cooking them, you're just getting them to the place where they can have the seasoning on it, okay? And that's what we're doing. And see, you can see the onions and the mushroom in here, and the garlic and whatnot. And that's all we're doing, just cooking to flavor. And to be honest, y'all know what? It's ready. It is, it's ready. And I've been talking to y'all for about 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes, and that's just me introducing myself. But let me show y'all right now, because this is done. This is done. This is done all the way. And if you have some beef bacon, or if you like to add a little meat in yours, you can do that as well. But let me show y'all the rice, because I told y'all I'm going to turn this down on low. And I'm going to put a lid on this. Put the lid on it. And then look at this. I told y'all about the rice, right? So watch the rice. This is what it does. See that? Already ready. So that's what you do. You always want to start out with the rice is already done. Y'all see that? That's what happens when you do the rice that way. And if you want to fluff it up, you can just fluff it on up. And you see that? Just right. Y'all see? And if you want to add more, but your rice is ready. It's ready, good to go. And that's what you want to do. Anytime you cook, you want to just make sure that you, hold on y'all, I'm trying to get situated here. But you want to make sure that you cook whatever takes the longest, start on it first. And then that way, by the time you get to rounding out your meal, everything will be ready at the same time. And as you can see, it was just that quick, just that easy. We fixed some rice, we fixed some mussels, and we fixed some what? Seasoned green beans. And that's dinner for the night, y'all. So listen, I hope y'all learned a lot. And if you already knew it, then hey, listen, it was just a reminder. I thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all make sure y'all hit that bell to be notified, subscribe, like, and comment. And thank y'all so much for joining me on today. This is Sandra, and I appreciate you guys. And it's like asking a question, will Sandra cook for you today? And yes, I did. Thanks so much. Y'all have a good one. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.